Rosie at work. And that's because the weather is garbage and we have Storm Amy coming in this weekend, so we don't think we're going to be able to open the doors and do a lot out from outside. So the aim for this weekend is to get this finished, putting this polystyrene down for our floor insulation, and then get the vapor barrier down on top of that. Got one board cut as you saw last week. I'm gonna try and do another one in here if I can, but rather excitedly, we have Big Blue going for a pre-MOT tomorrow, just to make sure that it's going to go through the MOT at the end of the month. And then once we have finished this, we'll be on to the ceiling then. So that's all going to be good stuff. There's also the bits of wiring that I did say I was going to do last week that I never got round to, so I can always do that this weekend if we find time. But we're not planning on being down here very much this weekend simply because of the weather. So it's a fairly simple process. Cut out a piece of this polystyrene to fit the gap. Rosie is then spraying with the contact adhesive. Put that down on top, and it's only just to hold it in place. It isn't to permanently fix it, because the boards will be fixed to all the individual buttons once we finish getting all of the vapor barrier down and cut the board to size. And there you go, it's as simple as that.
Hi folks, back again after yesterday, a quick break in the weather, so we thought we'd get on and do a bit of the floor. Boy did it rain last night, really rained, so taking the most of this opportunity while we have a little bit of sunshine. Rob is now cutting out the second board and putting the vapor tape around the edges just to make sure it's all nice and sealed, so when we put it on. So hopefully we will get this all done and finished by this afternoon. Blue is going off a bit later today to have a pre-MOT, just to make sure that there's no nasty surprises when the full MOT needs to come around. So yeah, we are progressing quite well, better than I thought we would actually, to be truthful, considering we've only been doing this at the weekends and a little bit of time in the week when we can spare it, so as working full time. So yeah, it's all going good. As you can see that we have now got,
just shows them the state of Artie.
Both walls done, and I'll just quickly show you the poor little donor caravan Artie. He is looking really quite sad, a bit Frankensteinish now, because as you can see, the doors have been taken out, the windows, and everything inside has been taken out, and we've been using it as a bit of a shed as well for our bits and pieces. So I will show you inside. Just, I'm giggling because it is a bit of a, as you can see, here we are. This is inside Artie. We've stored all, obviously, the tools, because now we are doing the floor. We can't have them in blue because we're doing the floor. So yeah, Artie is now, as you can see, a junkyard. Bless his little socks. He is now looking quite sad, but it's all for a good cause, you know. Blue, it's going to go into blue, so it will be all nice when it's all done. that's it for now. We'll give you a catch up once it's all done, and see you later, folks. Bye.
And welcome back. So the rain has not subsided, but has abated intermittently. So we've managed to do a little bit of cracking on. So what we've got going on here is Rosie has put some sound deadening onto the wheel arches. She is now putting down some Dodo Dead Easy stuff that we put inside the walls. And then I will be building a frame around them to seal them in. So that's the activity for this afternoon. I've also been starting to cut some of the boarding, some additional boarding for the floor. That piece on the workbench is going to go up here, and then I will be leaving a small area. Oh, hello thing, there you are. So I'll be going up to this edge here, and then I will be leaving a space to do the awkward cuts. Probably about 12 to 15 inches wide, so that it's got enough strength to put up with us standing on it, rather than trying to do it in one piece, which would have been very awkward. So I'm going to have these little offcuts here. It still looks like he's going to absolutely hammer down at intervals, so we are ducking in and out of the van. But with the time scale that we have, we simply cannot afford to lose a weekend due to a bit of rain. So we're going to crack on. I'll speak to you in a minute.
Next time you
Hello, 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 hello there. So we have made a cracking bit of progress today, considering we were hampered by the weather. So we now have 3 floorboards down, and we have insulated and sound deadened and vapor barriered both of the wheel arches. So our next task. Hello, Rosie. How you doing? Good. So with all of the progress that we made today, including going for the pre-MOT, and we are delighted to say that Big Blue excelled himself and failed on the pre-MOT on very, very few things. And believe it or not, it's the handbrake that it would have failed on had it been a full MOT. It was 14% instead of 16%, 16% being the minimum, and there was a bulb gone on the top of the cab area. So there's a bulb in a little light here, and that has gone, but that wouldn't have failed the MOT. He just said would have given it as an advisory. The only other thing that came out of it was that there was a issue with some greasing of some arm or something, that if I don't do it, which I will get done at the MOT, if I don't do it, it will cause potentially up to £2,000 worth of damage. So we're going to get that done, and then he should sail through the MOT. We are now starting to look really, really good. Very, very pleased. The next step is to fix all of these boards down. I've got to cut this one yet. This one's going to be a bit tricky because of all the little nooks and crannies. I've got my template, and I'm going to be able to do that in one piece, hopefully. And then the last job for today will be to... Oh, you'll have to excuse us having a little drinky. It is Saturday after all. And then I'm just going to cut the wood for this piece here. And then we're going to start to build the boxes for the wheel arches, box them in, and then felt them as well, and then they will be complete. Hopefully that will reduce a bit of the road noise, but the biggest improvement in the road noise, of course... Hello, Rosie. Oh, I've nearly dropped my camera then. I haven't even had that much to drink. Hello, Rosie. How you doing? All right. So the biggest improvement in the road noise is going to be when we box all these 2 doors in. And then build the platform for the bed. So the platform for the beds are going to go there. We've decided that we are not going to have a bed that goes sideways. We're going to have it as an island configuration. It's going to come up to the end of the wheel arches there, and then underneath this bit here will be our garage. and we'll have our 100-litre water tank here, which will feed the shower here, and I'll run another pipe that comes down here to the sink, which will be here, and also have our hot water heater there for the washing up, etc. And the heater for the shower is going to go on this side of a wall, the shower wall, but facing into the bedroom, so it'll be facing in that configuration, and then the pipes will just go straight into the shower that will be pointing this way. We're going to have the toilet on the back of the shower tray there. I think we explained this in the previous video. And then the shower outlet is going to be there, already cut, and I've just got to come up through the wood. And then the sink outlet is around there somewhere, which I've also already cut. And that will just come up through the wood. And then we can tile all of this. We're going to carpet tile all of this with rubber backed carpet tiles, again to try and limit any effect of any spillages, etc. And then what we have initially decided to do is to get a piece of nice thick carpet to go in here. This is our living area. This will just be carpet tiled for the garage, and this area will have a proper carpet in that will be nice and plumpish, and that will also give us a little bit more in the way of insulation and keep the heat in, keep us nice and toasty, and also look good and feel good underfoot. So that's the plans. We'll let you know how we get on, and we'll show you the progress of the wheel arches in a minute. So stand by, and I will probably do this as a time lapse. We'll see. See you soon. I'm going to say adios amigos again, because my friends really loved it when I said that. So adios amigos, bienvenue, arrivederci and au revoir. Toodles. Okay, so there we go. Rosie, give us a wave. Hello, darling.
Hello.
Hello. Right, so as you saw, we have now finished this wheel arch box. We have actually run out of battery power for today, so we're going to have to leave it there, unfortunately. So that's the difference between one that is vapor barriered and ready to go, and one that we have done the box for. So that took us quite a bit longer than I thought it was going to take. It's still pretty good. So tomorrow we will potentially put some fabric over this and do what we call fabrication. And if not, then we will crack on and build the second box. It's just started bloody raining again. It's been a miserable day today, absolutely miserable. The weather has been really crap. We haven't had a look at poor old Rosie. She's trying to get all the wood in out the rain. I'm gonna have to stop recording.
A few moments later.
Our DeVault tools, the batteries have run out, and we got 5 of the buggers. That's how much we used today in terms of our power. So very, very good day on the van today. Managed to get 3 of the panels cut for the floor. Managed to get the first wheel arch done. That was insulated and dead easy dodo matting, as you saw. Second one is still yet to be built, but we're in a good place. Very happy with what we've done today. It's really looking good. I think you'll agree. It's getting to the point now where we are looking at getting the ceiling done and then installing all of the excuse me, dropped my phone, and getting all of the furniture put in. So very, very good place today. That was quite funny, dropping my phone. Couldn't make that up, could you? But looking good, very happy. In terms of what is next, as we said, we got to put Blue in for his MOT.
It's the Muppet Show!